What up, though, y'all? How you living? Welcome to Juan-o's world, baby. Really, I wish this was Juan-o's world. This really is why the OGs ain't listening to Juan-o's world. That's really the case. That's really the motherfucking case. You understand? That's that's really the case. I wish some of the OGs would listen to Juan-o sometimes, but they don't never. I ain't gonna say they don't never want to listen to me. They do fuck with me. They do treat me like a little homie. They keep me in the headlock. I still ain't got my street lord chain. I don't know, but I love the city and I respect my own position. And really, I love my position as well too. What Juan-o is building is something that we don't have right now, you know. And I'm building a place for intermediary, not just for like in between bullshit, but like people got places they go when they dropping a project. But what about when you not dropping a project? And your project came out 6 months ago and it's not really selling or streaming how you want it to do, or it is. Where you go then? And you want to keep promoting a 6 month old project? It's nowhere to do that. Where do you go when you a to be actor, or actress, and nobody has interviewed you to talk to you, tell you about what's going on, or any of that? You know what I'm saying? Where do you go? Nowhere. So Juan-o's world would love to be that place. But absolutely positively love to be that place. Now y'all gotta forgive me a little bit because I'm learning technology as we build this channel. But I tried to explain to Al Nuke about the YouTube streets. I tried to explain to Al Nuke about how he was going about taking down Dawgface and how the YouTube streets was gonna perceive it. With Al Nuke and some of the other Detroit OGs, what you gotta understand about the Detroit OGs is, damn, I'm not snitching, right? Most of these motherfuckers been having $1 million worth of dirty money in their house for 30 plus years. And most of them are fucking murderers, man. The level of I don't give a fuck and I'm already a celebrity in Detroit is crazy, man. Even amongst people who got jobs. I don't know what to say. But they was like, Juan-o, do Detroit stories. Juan-o, do Detroit stories. Okay, my LA homies, my Seattle homies, my Texas homies. I got friends all over this bitch now. You motherfuckers better make sure y'all in the comments like, yo, leave Juan-o alone because we asked him to do Detroit stories. This shit crazy. It's murderers everywhere. And everybody willing to fight. Everybody willing to shoot the fade here. It's a couple people ain't willing to shoot the fade, as we may find out as things go on. But everybody willing to shoot the fade here. Now the thing, I gotta be honest with you. Last time I shot a fade, right, it was camera phones out, but nobody recorded it. It was very respectful. Now, I won this fight. I'm not just saying that because it's me. I'm not even gonna tell you who I fought. That nigga called me out. I won this fight. Now, that's Detroit. That was Detroit law. But now how the world has changed, I can't guarantee that if two Detroit niggas show up to shoot the fade, that it won't be recorded. I can't guarantee it. If you do it in Juan-o's world, I guarantee it then. But just in generalized, I can't guarantee that won't be recorded. But you can shoot the fade. But dig this out. Dawgface TV has responded. Now, most of y'all don't know, or maybe y'all do know, I talked to Al Nuke the other day. The nigga called me on the phone. He pulled his truck over and he gave me about 2 hours of well, he let me talk. Out of the 2 hours, he let me talk about 30 minutes. Real shit. The nigga worse than my Uncle Roy. You know what I'm saying? On letting me get a word in and all of that shit. But he was very respectful. He was very respectable. And I fucks with him. We agreed to disagree on a couple things, but I fucks with him. You understand? And then Juan-o is always gonna call it straight down the middle. I don't have to agree with you. You don't have to agree with me. What I'm gonna do is always be fair. And that's what about. That's what it's about. Juan-o being fair. You know what I'm saying? Now with Al Nuke and that's another thing. That's really why I fuck with Al Nuke though. The nigga ain't say shit about me giving him a nickname. I gave him the nickname Al Nuclear. You know, that's really why I fuck with him. The nigga heard everything I said, he skipped right past that. So that means he has a sense of humor or appreciation for who I am as an individual, because he ain't get mad about that shit. So I fuck with him about that. That's a fact. A Fendi fact. Nah, look, Dawgface went and got his hair shaved for this shit. He went and got it. Let's check him out.
Painful stories. And they're gonna get told right here on Dawgface TV.
You know I'm supposed to have a trial. I can never stole under day in my life.
Guilty. It's time for you to get euthanized. In other words, you gotta go.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. My name is Dawgface Calderon. This is Dawgface TV, live on YouTube, live on Patreon. I'll be live on Twitch. What's the other one means? Twitch. Oh, Discord. This
is what I was trying to explain to Al Nuke about shutting Dawgface page down. Like, nigga, you're gonna make him bigger. And I made the mistake of using the word the YouTube streets. And Al Nuke like, nigga, YouTube streets, you and it's like, no, the YouTube streets is its own place, bro. I don't have, and that's another thing. People get whether they like or agree with something confused. Nigga, you don't have to like something, you don't have to agree with shit. That don't mean it's no less. It is what it is. Like Jesse James said, it is what it is. Look, song playing in my head. Anyway, let's check this out.
Hey, Detroit. What a tangled web we weave when at first we try to deceive.
Now he changed that statement a little bit, just a taste.
Hey, listen. Somebody should have told y'all that so listen. Sometimes when you are at odds with somebody who thinks that they are a person of superior intelligence, sometimes when you are at odds with somebody who fancies themselves, who fancies their sassy self.
What's wrong with it? You can't log in?
As a manipulator of human beings, as a mover and shaker of the minds of the public, sometimes you have to let things play out. Because somebody told me, right? And I'm a man of a couple of different degrees.
To the right, the one.
And I'm a man of a wealth of information and knowledge that I sought out because I wanted to be a better person. I wanted to have a better understanding of the world and the universe and of human beings. And if you know me, this is what you know about me. I understand the rules of 6 degrees of separation, right? I have studied canons of history. I've studied Torah, Injil, the gospel.
I'm working. I just
the sectarian sects, the Talmud, the Holy Quran.
Dawgface about to go in. I'm assuming. My bad. That was my kids signing to my subscriptions. But we're gonna keep it a bean pie. I ain't even gonna take it out the video.
I've read everything from Michael Eric Dyson to Sheikh Anti-Diop to Cara G. Woodson to Cornell West, to the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan, to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, to Senator Muhammad, to Francis Quest Welsling, and I'm a published author myself.
Now that's some shit I didn't know.
You niggas should have known better. But you don't know better because you take what you know and try to fashion reality and try to fit and force reality, your reality, into you try to take a square peg and shove it in a round hole. Hey, Al Nuke, you've been saying a lot, Al Nuke, right? I've been hearing you. You want to be heard. You want somebody to finally take your voice seriously. You want, I'm going to tell you who you want to be, Al Nuke, in real life. You want to be the money behind the ideas, but you've never been the money behind even your own ideas. I'm glad you shouted out Baby Ray, Costa Nostra Baby Ray, because Baby Ray is the one who was first funding your ideas of making films. The Detroit.
Dog, this is why I tried to stop all this shit. This is why I tried to, I did not want none of this. And this is why I was trying to explain to the Detroit OGs, like, yo, YouTube work like this. And they don't give, these niggas don't give a fuck about you. They don't really. Most of these Detroit OGs don't give a fuck about shit. They don't. I can't say they gotta give a fuck about shit. Or maybe they do, maybe they don't. These niggas still got money with cobwebs on it, man. I don't know what to say to none of them. But I can guarantee they don't give a fuck about shit, man. Until, well, that's all black men. Your mama or your baby mama call you saying something, now you gotta give a fuck. But generally, these niggas don't give a fuck about nothing. Nothing.
Rings movie. You didn't fund that. And it wouldn't have happened without light-skinned films. It wouldn't have happened without West Side Skin. It wouldn't have happened without Skin. That was Skin's money. That Detroit Dreams movie with the terrible sound quality and the title was wrong. Cause y'all didn't do no
Dawgface, man, we ain't gonna do all that.
The people in Atlanta joke. You took this black woman and you blasted her image all over the fucking internet. Now she on the.
Okay. This lady is Caprice Classic. If I'm not mistaken, she used to be a rapper back in the day. Mother, wife, etc. Now, when I first seen this picture, it wasn't too good of a picture with her and Dawgface. Really, Dawgface was looking like Lawrence Taylor in the background. He was. I make jokes on everybody. I don't really give a fuck. I'm gonna call it all straight down the middle. And maybe Al Nuke didn't know who she was, but at the same time, Al Nuke scolded the shit out of me about Detroit history, and he remembered everything down to the dates and methodically, even the shit he didn't have nothing to do with. So Al Nuke not knowing who Miss Caprice was, kind of hard to believe. Not gonna say impossible, hard to believe though.
YouTube, when you calling her a transgender.
He did.
Oh, Dawgface, look, this is a transgender. This her? Oh. So is you trying to accuse Big Herc of posing with a transgender?
And it's another thing I was trying like see motherfucking Al Nuke make movies. He good at making movies. He's a good actor too. He's became better as an actor. The city is very proud of him as an actor. He don't even know that because he still got other things he's building and growing and paying attention to. But what he doesn't know is the city is proud of him as an actor. But Miss Caprice here, now she didn't grew a little, she got a little stubble. I don't know what they putting in the food, but it's a lot of women, that got a little something, back when I was a kid, you might find one or two women with a little whisker, what I'm saying, a little something right here. But now, that 5 o'clock shadow on a woman, that shit is on a born woman, that's why it's so hard to tell a transmission, because some of these men can't grow a beard and some of these women is growing a beard for no reason. It makes no sense. I don't know what Bill Gates and the rest of the Democrats is doing, but some bullshit is going on. You see my beard got patches in it. But I know bad bitches who, if they ain't shaved, they beard to be better than mine. I don't know what the fuck to do. And none of them got Indian in their family. Remember that? I got Indian in my blood. None of them got Indian.
Big Hurt knows Caprice Classic.
Detroit rapper. Got the tongue out. What the hell going on?
I hear you. So what we doing now?
I know Caprice Classic. I ain't fuck her or nothing. I would have hit her, and once upon a time I'd have pulled her hair. But if I am mistaken, that's a married woman, kids and all that. I mean, no disrespect. From my understanding, she was born with a vagina.
We're destroying myths and lies. All right? That's what we're gonna do right here. You took to Instagram about 4 or 5 days ago. Well, I'm gonna expose me and Nick.
Shit. Okay, now let's get into this. The taking this story because I tried my best to stay out of it. Juan-o didn't want shit to do with this story. I did not want shit to do with this story. You know what I'm saying? My position is very delicate, and me being on the internet, even doing any of that is kind of delicate. You know what I'm saying? I am Snowflake. I am Buddy. I'm a lot of things. I did a lot of things. I was around for a lot of things. And me being on the internet, because somebody could just be like, no different than somebody getting in the comments like, Juan-o from 6 Mile. He from, no, they ain't say I'm from 6 Mile. This little motherfucker, he was real slick. He like, how Juan-o gonna talk about this and that? And he from a hood. And the motherfucker was right. So, I had to let it be known what hood I was from and so on and so forth, and that's that. Anyway, had to go and send that text too. That's what that is. Get that off. So I was trying to explain to Al Nuke that, in the YouTube streets, this is snitching. He wasn't trying to hear me though, or he didn't care. He basically told me that in war, this is why I told him I wasn't gonna record our conversation, even though I did record certain parts that I told him I was gonna record, because just two men exchanging ideas, either one of us may say some things that may not go over well. But he didn't understand the difference between, first of all, he was upset with me that I referred to the YouTube streets as the YouTube streets. But the YouTube streets are the YouTube streets. Look at me. I'm a killer and I'm on YouTube. I'm not a murderer, though. Not a murderer. Remember, fellas, it's legal to kill somebody. It's illegal to murder somebody. But I'm on the YouTube streets. I'm an XD boy. I don't have no videos where I'm talking about, the this and the that, ins and outs of drug dealers. But nonetheless, everybody know I used to be a drug dealer. I'm in the YouTube streets. And then everybody know I'm a real dude that, you can smell my cologne. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what? My kids' mothers buy all that type of shit for me. So I have all kind of colognes that one of them will tell me to put on. And that's what it is. I don't really get off into that. They make sure I'm abreast with everything I need to be abreast with. They make sure I smell how I need to smell. And I was about to shout out the name, but you leave it up to me, I still be wearing Issey Miyake, a Saruti Image, a motherfucking Polo Sport. But my baby mamas took all them colognes and threw them shits away. I ain't got none of them motherfuckers. I can't pronounce some of that shit in the room. Funny, I'm a bachelor. They ain't giving me no pussy, but they make sure I look and be a certain way at all times. Cause that's the money. You know what I'm saying? I love the mothers of my kids. I do love it. I love my
nigga. I'm exposed being niggas. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Somebody text me like, man, who the fuck Al Nuke talked about? Right? I ain't know. I went and looked, right? So instantly I said, oh, I get it. You talking about me. Right? Let me tell y'all something about me and Al Nuke, and I can prove it, not with nobody else.
Okay.
I have the text messages in my phone that go back years because I upgrade them, but my iCloud don't change, right? Al Nuke has been doing bitch ass shit for years, whole shit for years, speaking down on Detroit for years. Al Nuke is only sucking Detroit dick now because Detroit lit. But Al Nuke was one of them old niggas that I was talking about, who was gatekeeping in the negative sense of the word and shooting Detroit's whole get down.
What?
He was one of the motherfuckers who was saying, especially as he went to Atlanta, that Detroit would never make it, bro. He didn't move from Detroit to Atlanta because he was successful. He moved from Detroit to Atlanta because there was nothing else he could do up here. He didn't have no motion when he left, bro.
Okay, now look, I gotta address that right there. Okay, from my understanding, I'm not about to argue with. I be real particular about where I argue with somebody like Dawgface at. And you say, why is that? That's because I'm a nerd. But I'm a nerd in his 30s. This nigga's a nerd in his 50s. Y'all watch that, especially when you get to the verbal and the linguistics and the philosophy and the cited sources. You understand? Because he's going to have a more vast knowledge of cited sources than I, especially seeing how he did 17 years in the pen. That means even if I read more books, he had more time to sit with more books. So he know exactly where certain things came from. And it don't matter how smart you is, when it come down to that citing sources part, game over. You know what I'm saying? So
he had to go down to Atlanta and start to suck and eat cock because Detroit had rejected him. He wasn't getting nowhere. That little bull.
Okay, now I gotta jump in for Al Nuke right here because this is one of the places that made Al Nuke call me. By his own admission, he didn't put work in Atlanta. Now, what the streets have told me is he had occurrences where he may not have agreed with somebody or may not have liked somebody, where he was overly willing to oblige that person or overly willing to say dance around the park maybe with that person. He was mad at me for saying the Atlanta dudes had a thumb on his neck. Now, what he expressed to me is he does know QCP, but his relationship with a person like QCP has been strictly business. And he asked me, he said, Juan, now mind you, Al Nuke checked my G file before he called me. He say, now, if you knew somebody for 20 years or you knew somebody for 10 years, what he said is, if you knew somebody for a certain amount of time and y'all been interacting, but y'all never talked street business, and they came to you offering you information about somebody you having a problem with, would you accept it? And I stopped him before he finished. Like, if that ain't never been our relationship, I'm gonna be leery about accepting that information. And that was his point of asking me that question. I gotta be fair here. I get him right there. So would QCP be accepting illegal information from somebody that he done known for the past 10 or 15 years? Because you got to remember, Dawgface is correct. Al Nuke went down to Atlanta 15, 20 years ago before everything just exploded. Maybe a little bit before Jeezy popped off, Al Nuke was down there maybe. But nonetheless, he was down there doing his thing.
Bullshit with Nuke at night, this shit was over with. It was over with. That's why he left. Listen to his interviews about how he moved about this bitch in the U-Haul with, he say, I think, with no money whatsoever. Just enough money to barely basically live in the U-Haul, get a Motel 6 or a Super 8 hotel room, and try to make his way to Atlanta.
Now that's where things get funny because Al Nuke did do an interview, a very heartfelt interview, which Dawgface is being real nice right now because I think that interview is still on YouTube, which is one of the things that endears you to a motherfucker like Al Nuke. I tried to tell Al Nuke to the same way I tried to tell Dawgface. Well, no. Because that was after he did what he did. That was after. So I almost capped right there. I almost capped.
That's what he did. So Al Nuke has been saying all kind of good shit, right? First thing he said to y'all, let's clear this up from the very beginning. Al Nuke said,
now look. This one reason why I do like Dawgface, whether I agree or disagree with him. Everybody that fucks with any of his content or comes across his name or he comes across their name, he put them on his content. He say their name, follow him on Instagram. Me and this nigga do not agree. Me and Dawgface didn't disagree a lot of times. Al Nuke, hey, when I said these YouTube streets, you know what I'm saying? We disagreed a lot of times. But, you know, whatever.
Shut Dawgface down, right? He's not responding to me. But what he ain't telling y'all is that he blocked me from his Instagram page and then started to make comments about me. You know how you know that's true? Because when you go and look at it, you don't see where he's added my name. He hashtagging my name, right?
Hold on. God damn it. Dawgface, why do you have this motherfucking screensaver on this shit about the FNF for I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna give it no credit. Yo, I defended that. You gonna have to withdraw those charges. I don't care about none of this other shit. You gonna have to withdraw those fuck nigga file charges on my client. My case is strong. Dawgface. I can't believe I'm reacting to your channel and you got that shit right here. We about to skip this part if you don't move it.
He know it. If he add it, it's gonna show up as no. When you add a motherfucker who has blocked you, it show up, right? It show up. So, but it's not gonna show up to me. It shows up to him. So he made a post about me on his page after he blocked me and then said, see, he's not responding. See, I'm right, Detroit. I'm right, I'm Al Nuke. I'm a gangster. I was in federal indictment. Drug shootouts. Everybody knows I'm a gangster. You ain't gonna find out one nigga in Detroit who would classify you as a gangster. Nigga, just because you have ever sold some drugs according to you, don't make you no gangster. Just because you done toted a pistol, that don't make you no gangster. What makes you a gangster is what you do with it, nigga. Nothing about you has ever, no motherfucker in Detroit who knows you. has ever classified you a gangster. You don't understand this criteria for gangsters, nigga.
Now look, you see, we're gonna cover up any disrespect to my client. Because I'm defending a case on another situation. And Dawgface got my client's name on here. And I'm gonna get in Dawgface inbox about that shit. He ain't responded to the defense of me defending, but he got my client's name on here. That's a fucking no-go. We ain't doing that. That's why that shit gonna be covered up, and we about to fast forward past that part. But back to what he's saying about being a gangster, like, I can't disagree with nothing he said, but I ain't feeling that part right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling that part right there. And then that's something that you got to understand. I'm not qualified like Al Nuke, Dawgface. Dawgface is a little bit over 50. Al Nuke about to be 50. I'm in my 30s. Dawgface is like second generation D-boy. He was a fucking teenager when NWA came out. So let's say first generation is 82 to 87. You know what I'm saying? Second generation is 87 to fucking 93. Dawgface is in that generation. He's at the end of the first generation, second generation. Fucking Nuke is third. Al Nuke is third generation. He coming in at 92, 93. Shit, the nigga been on as a rapper since 95, 96. You got to understand. And then me and Al Nuke, that's something else. Al Nuke about the fake Jay-Z shit. Man, this nigga had me in a headlock for a minute. But look. But no, the fake Jay-Z or the Jay-Z and the Jay-Z thing came because the Jay-Z thing came because he did a remix to Excuse Me. And that shit was getting spins in the city, in the Midwest. Not more than Excuse Me, Miss, but enough for it to be an issue. And that's what he said the Jay-Z, you know, comparisons came from. But me personally, from what I heard in the streets, it was his mannerisms and how he used to look. But then you look at it though, Jay-Z was Okay, I gotta shoot Al Nuke some bail. At this time, Jay-Z and Al Nuke was the only ballers rocking that Murder One. And you say, what's the Murder One? That's a taper with no guard. Jay-Z hair was just that short, and so was Al Nuke. Now we see for Jay-Z, it was a style, and for Al Nuke, he was going bald. So you can't just paint him with that per se. But Jay-Z was someone to look up to a lot of Detroit rappers that was having money because they had heard about Jay-Z as they was transacting. Now, some of these guys got more money. A lot. Back to Detroit. A lot of these Detroit niggas got way more money than Jay-Z did back in the street. A lot of these Detroit niggas seen Jay-Z in VA. Some Detroit cats I'm personally connected to with some of the people that Jay-Z talked about getting in a shootouts with down in VA. And then those neighboring areas. When Jay-Z was a dreadhead. So with that being said, certain people, Eric B, Jay-Z, certain people that Detroiters know for a fact got skin in the game, we look at them differently.
St. Pete, Polk County, Hillsborough.
2017. I don't live the gateway. You don't remember I was there and I remember all of this shit? Yeah.
You was there and he wasn't there. He just was watching me as I was doing it. Had nothing to do with him. He wasn't there. It was me and Helliver doing all that. He wasn't with us. Not one time.
what the whole thing is, nigga. So, hey, listen, why don't you say, hey, listen, man, I'm proud of that nigga Dawgface, bro. Because how you gonna love him? He came a long way. He came from the penitentiary to the street. No, you ain't.
I didn't say it that. I didn't say it that. No, you ain't.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen. Until you stop being scared of them Atlanta niggas and you support your homeboy like you're supposed to, you scared of them niggas.
Now, listen. Let me clean this up for y'all so we're on the same page, right? With Dawgface, it sounds like that you were mad because he wasn't supporting you, but you heard him say that he was supporting me. So that's not it. What it was is, at that particular point in time, this is about a week and a half ago. No, about 2 weeks ago now, we had this conversation. He called me, right? And asked me, why did I put him in a certain light when I was talking about the OG shit, right? Oh, you're 52 years old. You're old. No, nigga. I was in the penitentiary. I don't have the mentality of you hoe ass niggas who.
Now that was one thing Al Nuke kept pointing out when he wanted me to remember his history in the city. Like when we talk about something he was doing in '99 or 2002, he's like, and what was Dawgface at? Like, obviously he was in jail. Like it was a lot of Kamala Harris and Donald Trump going on when I was on the phone with this nigga Al Nuke. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to keep bringing up Al Nuke in the middle of a Dawgface reaction. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what the fuck it is. Now,
out here. So when I say you old niggas, I mean the niggas who had control of this motherfucker. It ain't about how old you are. It's about how long some of you niggas who are gatekeeping have been in the business of trying to present yourselves to the world as if y'all speaking for Detroit. That's what I mean, nigga.
Now look, Dawgface can't say this, so I'm gonna say it for him. Because I don't know Dawgface personally, but I do know a lot of these young rappers. I do know a lot of these young Thundercats. And truth be told, a lot of them got stories about how some of the older people, right or wrong, may have did or interacted with them. And they tell a nigga like Dawgface. They talk to a nigga like Dawgface. Dawgface promotes shows on the Chitlin circuit for Detroit rappers. He'll put a whole show together and bring 6 or 7 Detroit niggas and a nigga from that's more popping from somewhere else together just so everybody can get money. A lot of these young Detroit rap niggas built they bag off of, they gotta have their own money to fly down and participate in the Dawgface show, make they 5,000-10,000, whatever it is Dawgface put in their pocket, come back. But they gotta have their own money to make their own songs and videos and get down there. But Dawgface gonna take care of them once he get there. And then a lot of these young niggas built their bag to get to where they at without nobody knowing, doing shit like that. And then once they built their bag, it's like they got a fan base in these cities off the chilling circuits that Dawgface was bringing them to. I hate to have paused this nigga. I just realized I paused this nigga on that goddamn facial expression. Ain't that a bitch? Look at this nigga here. Aha, that's the aha face, you motherfucker. Nigga, I ain't trying to give you no shine. You gonna fucking nigga, you gonna get rid of this. It's that, he gonna dismiss this. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And as much as I like Al Nuke, as nice of a decent dude he was to me, as much as we kicked it, he went too far getting his YouTube page shut down. And he asked me, like, so what you saying? I just throw it all out the window and kill a nigga? I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Or let it go. But never do you ever expose where some man's family is at or try and stop his livelihood that ain't got nothing to do with you. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. But anyway.
Because I don't mean old as an age. Because nigga, I've done nothing but put Detroit on my back and carry it, nigga. Above and beyond, nigga. You ain't did shit but suck Zaytoven's dick and try to use you being his co-manager along with Roland Digital Dope as leverage to exalt yourself over Detroit. That's all you ever done. You ain't put together no major play with Zaytoven and nothing in the city of Detroit. All you ever did was try to overcharge niggas for Zaytoven beats, and most of the beats wasn't even custom made, nigga.
Oh, hell no, Dawgface. You got my motherfucking watch on, nigga. Hold on. I'm the nigga wearing Apple Watches around this bitch. You rich niggas supposed to put y'all Rolexes and shit on. This nigga, you nigga, now we got a problem. Now we got a personal problem, god damn it. How dare you try and rock an Apple Watch and you niggas got more money than me? I'm the king of the Apple Watch. Now I gotta ice my Apple Watch out. Nigga, and then you got the top of the line, then that's the titanium. That's the one I got. You remember my video? Little nigga, you like my watch? It came with the phone, all you dumb little bum. Nigga, how dare you? Now I'm upset. Man, Dre Carter, yo, this nigga Dawgface rocking my. Now let me quit.
And when you say what money I put in nigga pocket, I done brought plenty of artists down there. I done brought, starting with Red Zone Tay. Tay came down there and spent like $6,000 at one time with Zay and never used the beats. That was in 2014, 15. And when you say what money I put in nigga pocket, I done brought plenty of artists down there. I done brought, starting with Red Zone Tay. Tay came down there and spent like $6,000 at one time with Zay.
Man, this the problem. Now, when I was talking to the nigga Nuke, he like, man, this nigga Dawgface don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't do this, do that. And I was telling the nigga, I'm like, dog, because you gotta understand, I done locked horns with niggas like that. And I'm a different kind of nerd. My bad habits isn't action. No, I'm lying. My bad habit, my number one bad habit is action. But motherfuckers that don't drink and smoke, man, they be high off information. They be high off fighting. They be high off a whole lot of things that you can't imagine. And that's what I was trying to tell them. Like, you can't just discount somebody because they don't drink or smoke. As a matter of fact, that means you need to, and look at this nigga memory. I be very strategic with what I disagree with this nigga on. You know, like giving Street Lord, I'm not even gonna say his name because you better be respectful of my client because I know he got his own shit. This is the YouTube streets. Dawgface got his own shit going on, right? But he better be respectful of my client because I've already put in a stellar defense. And you don't want me dog piling on you while niggas trying to kick your back in. Not that I would, because this is Juan-o's world. We keep everything player. But I could defend my fucking client for sure. I can get a motherfucking dismissal on this bitch. I'm motherfucking Juan-o McLean when I need to be. God damn it.
And never used the beats. That was in 2014, 15.
So now you got the damn, this nigga, he didn't use this editing program to the max.
And Zaytoven, they love the songs. You just heard him say it was amazing, right? Think Summer Walker, Ella May, Tiana Taylor. I'm saying.
And make no mistake about it. I reached out to Al Nuke already before I told him. I reached out to Al Nuke when I saw this. And I'm like, look, by me being Juan-o and the city fucking with me how the city fucks with me and the world fucking with me how they fuck with me and my position in the YouTube streets. Because what everybody don't understand, and I'm going to keep reminding y'all, I tried to interview Eric Holder, which is the guy that killed Nipsey Hussle. What I ended up with was Eric Holder answering a couple questions and getting distracted and dissing the shit out of Brick Baby. And that turned into a whole thing. And what the general synopsis of that was, is Juan-o, why you don't do Detroit stories. So Juan-o has to do Detroit stories as they come across so I can keep my respect. And some of them LA niggas stood up for me. Some of them motherfuckers from California stood up for me. They did. So for me to get they back, I got to do what I'm doing here. But I got to do it in a fair, positive way, an honest, fair and positive way. I'm on my Black Gerardo shit, baby. Don't worry. I got the sport coat jacket with the pads on the elbows. Don't worry. My daughter's mother is figuring out a way for me to dress like Gerardo without looking like a suck ass nigga. They don't want that. They rather me wear t-shirts and be my drug dealer dress self outside of when they dress me, but they don't want me going into my Black Gerardo shit looking like a lame. The mothers of my kids really care about that. Actually, they're overly invested in the things I do to be successful. Now, they may not like me as an individual. You understand? They may want to stab me as an individual. They may push me as an individual down the steps. But what I'm building and what's being built, they fucks with and they play their part. So I'm going to make a lot of jokes, but I don't want to misrepresent that.
You the rough drafts of 2 songs, Life and Therapy. Up top where you see, hey man, I like these, sound great. That was JJ, right? That's what I was sending them. Watch this. Here's the email. Look at that. Look at the email. November 24th, up top. November 24th, 2009, right? 4:30 p.m. I sent this before we even got to the studio. I said, we can work together. I got to secure my money. I'm paying for everything, right? Here's what it says. This is just the email. Our agreement, I hadn't seen her to sign shit. I just sent her this motherfucking agreement by email and told.
Now this where it get funny at. And I'm not gonna disrespect Al Nuke because we ain't talked about it. But Al Nuke got Dawgface. So he got Dawgface this distribution deal with these Planet Rock people. I mean, not Planet Rock, but Planet Rock is Dawgface channel, but he has a distribution deal of Foundation. Al Nuke told me that his lawyer found out that this girl was signed when they went in the Interscope to do their deal. Because Al Nuke told me he kept an open contract with the lady. So when they went to Universal, or went to whoever parent company that he was going to use, because he is plugged in now. People do appreciate his opinion now. He has been being used as a A&R talent scout type of dude because he's an open door when people get to Atlanta. He told me that they found out she was under contract, not that Dawgface told him. And then Dawgface got dates. From my understanding, the way Nuke put it to me, he wouldn't have been finding out that she was under contract to somewhere around 2021. But this is 2019 that he's saying he sent him this contract. But let's go.
Told her to send it back to me saying that she agreed to these terms, and it makes it a legal binding document in the eyes of entertainment law. I sent her, I typed this up. What I typed it up in my car, driving my car with my motherfucking knees, nigga.
Yeah, that's why you don't fuck with a nigga like Dawgface, because look at it. He typed this up in his car, and look what he got. He got the terms, the verbiage and shit. I'd have had to have my youngest daughter mother do this while I was moving around. Make no mistake about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a poly relationship, but the mothers of my kids is, word. They official with their different beneficials.
Look how professional that is. It's not a record deal. It's not a management deal, my nigga. It's a production deal. Listen, line A, a production deal whereby we will complete one musical EP, an extended play project consisting of 6 songs.
And that's what I'm glad this is here, because me and Al Nuke talked about this. Like, did he have a deal with her with 6 songs or 6 albums? Because that's a big difference. That's a huge difference. And whatever. We're gonna leave that out till I get Al Nuke on the channel.
I agree that all revenue generated from this project, including streaming, download for pay, booking fees, wherein which I, as a performing artist, will be performing any of the titles in this project entitled The Best of What Can Happen. But we changed it to Bittersweet after I worked with Dre Butters, right? We changed it to Bittersweet, made it the lead single because it was so fire. This is her, right? When we got to the studio, I said to her, look, go back here. We got to pay attention to this shit, right? Because this shit is important. The nigga be lying. Hey, listen, this is
you know what I mean? We're going to put this record out.
Right? So, right here, November 25th, right, is when I said to JJ, 1:58 p.m. He responded to me.
So we see that. Nah. Man, this shit kind of bothers me because I'll be liking to call stuff down the middle. And to be honest with you, Dawgface told me the same story that Al Nuke told me. The only difference that I'm seeing in this paperwork is a couple of dates and a few misconceptions of understanding. And some slight overlay for underplay. Because Al Nuke told me that he didn't find out Dawgface was from Pontiac to 2 months ago. Now, I didn't record that, so he can argue with me about that. And that's what I was telling him. I'm not going to record us having a conversation as respectable men. Because maybe we might be remembering something different, or maybe we might be in our feelings, maybe a lot of shit. The same thing like with this contract. He told me that but it could, like, again, this is why I don't record shit, because he said it was I think he said it was a 6-album deal. And I asked him, like, because at one point he said six songs, because these are important, because and Dawgface typed out a good contract, which we got to give him respect for that. I understand why people call him a nerd. Who the fuck types out a contract that professional while driving? That's not a fucking music executive or a music entertainment lawyer. And that's not even a typical contract. He typed out a contract for an EP, which is basically just to get your money back. And then what Al Nuke did tell me is, like, there's a finder's fee for finding artists. It could be 10,000, it could be 100,000, it could be 250, it could be $500,000. Depending on what you put into developing that artist and getting them to the label, it could be all type of things. It could be on the back end points. And from my understanding, Al Nuke told me he offered Dawgface all that shit, but Dawgface didn't want it. I guess he just wanted his rights off them 6 songs, which having rights off of 6 songs ain't that bad. And you know what? We're gonna bring Al Nuke on Juan-o's World. We gonna get Al Nuke on here. I don't want nobody looking bad.
Right? This is after I went to the studio with her. After I sent the songs to them. I told him about her. Remember, he said her father, Fast Ass Nick, had brought her to him years ago. He was too busy. He heard it, and we heard it, it still wasn't there. You feel me? Here goes the agreement. Here goes the email where she says, the first email she sent me was in response was, this is confirmed, right? Then she says, I said, no, ain't no this is confirmed. You got to say I accept these terms. So she sent it back to me saying, I accept the terms, right?
Okay, look. Now, we about to skip past here. Dawgface is really, really, really a nerd because me, Juan-o, don't sign shit. My son's mother's signs everything. If I sign something with my own individual signature, motherfuckers would probably say it was fraud because I've never signed anything since I signed some shit at 13 years old that got me in trouble. That's a fact. My signature only exists one place, and that's on my license. And that shit might be my baby mama's signature. But Dawgface knew to get that right in that email. That was a good one. That was a damn good one. And I think that's why Nuke called him smart. But we are going to go past some of this shit because I just wanted to give you a brief overlay. And we already deep in recording this video. So let's check out the rest. I got to take a tinkle.
So I want to make sure y'all paying attention to this shit too right here, right? So I want to make sure we're on the same page. I want you to listen to this shit and tell me if this is real nigga shit.
Time out. Al Nuke, don't get mad at me. Hold on, the mic. This is not G shit. This is not G shit at all. And a motherfucker sent this to me trying to be funny because, like I was trying to explain to Al Nuke ass, I'm in the YouTube streets. I'm a big boy in the YouTube streets representing Detroit City. I'm a big dog in the YouTube streets. That's a fitting in an act. Juan-o's ain't no soldier boy out here. You will get hit. Anyway, they say, yeah, Juan-o, this how Detroit niggas do it. And Al Nuke put me in a funny situation because I'm a YouTuber that can afford plane tickets. I'm a YouTuber that got a car that can drive 700-800 miles real quick to come see you. I told Al Nuke, but these Detroit OGs don't give a fuck about what they don't care. Most of them don't care. And that's what make Dawgface a little bit different, even though I don't agree with this nigga. He only cares about the situations he putting these young niggas in. That's why he won't tell you which young nigga made him go after one of these older niggas. Credible sources over there. The same way I personally talked to Al Nuke. You know what I'm saying? By me being straight up down the middle, they always let me talk to some of their people or them. But some people don't want to talk to me because I might change their mind. Or they don't want to hear me tell them how they wrong. Somebody being able to articulate without being disrespectful, that shit is rare. And I have that skill. And people don't always want to open that door for me. But I feel them. I feel them and I respect them. That ain't to say Dawgface ain't open to me telling him that he's wrong, because we got to do something about this. We got to do something about that.
The player's been set. The money is.
Hold on. We can make sure we don't.
Anything happened on my chinny chin chin.
Anything happened on my chin chin chin. If anything happens to me, the play has already been set.
The player's been set. The money is on the floor.
The money is on the floor. Not only is this nigga, because niggas already understand with no uncertain terms that he's talking about me doing something to him. And if something happens to me, the player's already set, the money on the floor. My daughter, and another person, my daughter's Asnay, she got the money. Y'all burn the city down. Y'all get him and get his whole family. Not only are you putting the police on me, but you put the spotlight on your daughter, you stupid ass nigga, letting the whole world know that your daughter holding a lot of money.
Dawgface is right, but Dawgface stole this point from me. God damn it. The same way some niggas stole that Messy Jesse shit from me. But I ain't knocking nobody, man. I'm the little homie. I just come with common sense. I don't like that Al Nuke did that shit, but then, like, what you got to understand is Al Nuke been an actor for 30 years. You, we can't say what methodology he's playing. I don't know. Or he could have just been off his rocker or made it slip. Not sure.
So you can burn the whole city down. That's I guess that's born and raised Detroit shit.
And
that's what the fuck pissed me off. Nigga, Dawgface. And this what y'all don't understand about these YouTube streets. Because that nigga Dawgface knew when he said that shit. He knew when he said that shit. He motherfucking knew when he said that shit that Colette's son was gonna be on the motherfucking internet, nigga. That's not born and raised Detroit shit. It's not, nigga. Now, has there been motherfuckers that's got a Detroit ID that snitched, that told, that did this and that? Yeah, the same way it is with everybody else. But that's not deep born and raised Detroit shit. He can say that on the internet, but he couldn't sit in a room full of Detroiters and say he done that. And then you got some Detroiters. I'm not gonna call y'all out, but you know who the fuck you are. Y'all was hitting the like button on Al Nuke talking about how he was gonna snitch. Y'all using Al Nuke. Y'all use Al Nuke. But what you don't understand is how we look on the YouTube streets when you allow Al Nuke to go snitch on the nigga and y'all hit the like button. And then he comes back and say, yeah, Detroit for the win. No, nigga, that ain't Detroit for the win. Juan-o ain't accepting that. I told Al Nuke that. Mouth to ear. Detroit ain't got nothing to do with that. That's not Detroit. That's snitching in the YouTube streets. He got mad at me because I said YouTube streets, and that's where the generational thing came. You know, that's Juan-o. It's on me. That's where the generational thing came. That's the only tattoo I got, by the way. But that's where the generational difference came into play right there. Like, nigga, the YouTube streets and them streets is different. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Because you violate in the YouTube streets, it's the same motherfucking consequences. As a matter of fact, it's worse. And then that's something else y'all OGs don't understand. Look, Kevin Samuels died a year or two ago. His messages on YouTube is heavier now than they was when he was alive. Think about that. So when you talking about trying to annihilate or smash or kill a YouTuber that already has his own cult following, nigga, it'll never happen. Especially with the amount of content that YouTubers drop. Like, I give a motherfucker an album every day. You know how many albums of Juan-o is on Juan-o's world, nigga? That's a lot of content, baby.
Detroit burn in ashes with the fucking face of Dawgface. You make sure you do it. Make sure you.
I got 2 daughters. I hope nothing ever happened to me or none of that shit. But if something shall bestow itself upon me, my daughters ain't got shit to do with that. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Now, I do have a junior. That's out the question. You know, if he wanna, and he got his own insurance policy on his dad and shit, if he wanna throw $100,000 after, you know, then that's his choice. But that shit ain't got shit to do with my daughters, and that shit ain't got shit to do with my son either. I'm gonna live my life a certain way to where they don't have shit underneath their shoes. So it's hard, and as hard as that may be, as many things as I may let slide, I'm not putting my kids in that situation. For sure, not my daughters. I love my daughters. I love my son. I can't believe Al Nuke said that shit. That was one of the places where he really, But again, we ain't discussed that because we ain't get.
Right here, he got this shit from my page. When my YouTube channel got shut down. This is what he say. Mission accomplished. What do we say? Mission accomplished. Stay out of Detroit business, fraud, and never scream on motherfucking phone to people you a nerd. I'm a nerd, but I've been in the penitentiary. I caught dope case in the penitentiary, nigga. Why you going pull shit? Oh, you. No, I ain't no thief. I'm a robber, bitch ass nigga. Gun in face, drop it at your dick for I'll blaze your ass, nigga, and then in prison.
And that's why, and this is where this is where Juan-o have a problem at. None of us can really judge each other outside of being a snitch because we all done did some fucked up shit. I used to sell crack to black people, man. I still ain't got over that shit. I used to sell heroin to black people too. Dawgface used to rob niggas. I ain't never been a thief or a robber. And that was something that Al Nuke's a funny nigga. He wanted to make sure I wasn't being one-sided. So he kept bringing up the fact that Dawgface used to hit licks and spent a lot of time in prison in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? But being in prison is never in a good way. I ain't never seen Dawgface promote that shit. But calling this nigga a nerd was fucked up. I'm a nerd, man. It's books right here. Nah, Al Nuke, like I was telling you, that art of war and all that shit, that's dangerous knowledge without balance. But I don't disrespect you telling me about those books. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I just know that's dangerous knowledge because I've exercised that knowledge completely, and it's dangerous knowledge.
Go look that up. I call it a dope case in prison in 2004 in St. Louis. What you talking about? And I want to be want to be podcaster. Humble yourself at the end. Humble myself. You was a bitch. Suck my dick. Right here, look. My original Dawgface play was Smash and with a sledgehammer. Wife issues, money shortage, all socials down, no more bashing the D.
And that's what pissed me off. Dawgface has bashed motherfuckers from New York to Louisiana to Florida to California. And then not only that, what I keep trying to tell these people, like the algorithm, like motherfucker was talking shit about Street Lord Juan, right? Now Street Lord Juan don't need no help. He don't need no defense or none of that shit. But Juan-o want his Street Lord chain. I can't get one made in Detroit without your permission. And you know that. But you can give me one or give me permission to have one, and then it would be good. Ain't that crazy? That show you how much power that nigga got. That's an independent rapper. They got power like a major label. That's to be respected. Anyway, damn, I almost forgot my point. I did forget my point. I want my motherfucking chain, dog. I wanted the chain before I was a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm a YouTuber with a Street Lord bias. I should have my fucking chain. Y'all niggas don't represent yourselves on YouTube like Juan-o does. Y'all got all this content out. Y'all don't even drop it on YouTube. Y'all post about it on Facebook and y'all put it out on the DSPs. But y'all supposed to be on YouTube going for y'all.
Repping the D, doing a goofy talking whatever, goofy shit.
Hey, man, I just woke up, bro. See, nigga paid the nigga. The nigga YouTube gone to. God, y'all cold, man. Y'all heartless, bro. Man, Detroit for the win. Detroit!
As cool as Nuke was to talk to, as decent as he was to me, and as men, which I really respect about Al Nuke, as men, we agreed to disagree about some things. But you got to understand there was some shit that I was wrong about or that I wasn't aware of that he schooled me to too. But as men, we agreed to disagree. Like, I didn't think he should have did what he did in this moment, nor do I agree with him putting it on Detroit. This to me is not a win for Detroit. It's not a win when niggas try and give Street Lord Juan one of these. Street Lord Juan is fucking impeccable, man. I don't give a fuck what he did wrong. He played the game right. What you got to understand about being a motherfucking, hold on, let me show you something. What you got to understand about being a successful nigga, the playbook is this goddamn thin. It's this thin. But let me show you the book of the motherfuckers you playing against. Let me go get that book for you. You playing against motherfuckers with a book. I ain't got these motherfuckers book. But nigga, when you trying to be a real nigga, your playbook is this thin, and you battling motherfuckers with a playbook this goddamn thick. And it's a whole lot of shit going on. That's why it's imperative that you have wipes. Because you may not make it through the goddamn night. And that I know this. So Street Lord Juan, impeccable. I don't give a fuck what he did wrong. I mean, depending on what he did wrong. No. I don't give a fuck what he did wrong, personally. My street lord bias is my street lord bias. They big homie was a extremely impeccable dude who I seen moving around, who I idolized as a young Thundercat, and they were all taught and trained by him. So, and then the rest of the crew is still rocking with each other. So that's all I can say. I don't have to like and understand how people move through a warring world. But long as they successful through that warring world, I do have to respect that. And that's just that. This shit though, Al Nuke, he should have never did, man. This nigga, man, too many people in the city. That's what Al Nuke don't understand. Me and Al Nuke got something in common. We're both kids of the city. Now, me being a kid of the city is a little bit different than him being a kid of the city. He from Coney Gardens. That's where he at. I'm from the Jeffries motherfucking projects. My mother had me at 15 years old. She was not going to drop out of high school. I lived in every fucking neighborhood in Detroit. I spent time in every fucking neighborhood in Detroit. I am the city's baby because I am a baby of the city. Literally. And as a grown man, I've had my own house since 16, 17, and I've lived in every neighborhood in this city as an individual. I also bought and sold, no. I only sold crack in certain neighborhoods. But when I switched over into pills and I realized how other crack dealers was buying pills, I bought pills from everywhere. Asked some niggas on White Hill, or is it Whitehall? They know about Juan-o. Or was it Snow? It was Snowflake back then. They know me. They know me. Oh shit. I was about to drop a bunch of names on streets. Niggas know me. I had my own pill farm. I was getting them from everywhere. I was a West Side nigga that'll pull up to the East Side with 40, 50,000 in the armrest of the car to get 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, however many $1,000 worth of pills it is. I was buying 480s, 220s, 280s, 360s, all kind of ridiculous amounts of pills at one time, nigga. This shit ain't okay. Oh damn, did I go too hard? You gotta understand, I be trying to have somebody around me when I make these videos to censor me and shit, but whatever. Tonight we rapping with it.
I ain't going in on Thursday, y'all. I don't think so. I'm gonna chill. It's been a great experience. I needed to get the new Nuke at Night back out. I just needed to get in my Nuke at Night zone, but really,
Bro, he ain't doing this shit for Nuke at Night. He doing this shit because Sweet Lil Wine got a battery in his bitch ass back, right? That's why he doing this. You hear me? Bro, look, we have reviewed your content and found severe or repeated violations of our harassment policy. So he told the YouTube space that I was harassing him. Right? That's what he told him. You hear me? I was harassing him. His socials are down, bro. I lost 4 Instagram pages in a year alone. I don't give a fuck about no Instagram, nigga. Oh, his YouTube down. He's cheering that he did some rat hole shit. And then, let me close this out by saying this. Let me go full screen on this nigga again. 2 days ago, I'm in my car talking to Mook the barbershop on 7 Mile, right across the street from BB's. BB's Al Nuke man. I'm on the phone talking. She like, "What's up?" Because she know Al Nuke. Like, "What's up with this Nuke shit? This shit." Everybody says, "This shit real?" Or was this shit like a publicity stunt type shit y'all niggas got going? What's up with this? What's up with this? Right? So while I'm talking to her, my phone ring. I got 3 phones. The phone ring when I'm talking to her on my main line. It's him. I put the nigga on speaker. This nigga like, you done? or you want to go to jail? Because I'm going to send your ass to jail. You put a $50,000 hit on me. I posted it on my page so everybody can see it. I'm sending your ass to jail. You don't belong out here. I'm sending you to jail. I'm sending your ass to jail. You going back to jail where you belong, back in that cave with the rest of them monkeys. I got him on speaker. Mook hearing it. I said, nigga, I'm going, you.
I can't believe this nigga put Mook the Borrower name in this video. But Dawgface one of them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Now, what I will say is this is a very verifiable story. And it has been verified. That's one fucked up thing about Juan-o's world, man. Everybody fuck with me, and I know everybody for different reasons. So it's not that hard for me to. Now, it is easy for me to get misinformation based on whatever, but it's not that hard for me to reach out to certain people and scratch the surface. And this is, man. But to Al Nuke's defense, he says whatever when it comes to Dawgface. And he feels as though he can do whatever when it comes to Dawgface because nigga, I keep pausing this nigga on these fucked up ass facial expressions. God damn it. It ain't on purpose. I'm learning how to work my equipment. Don't take this personal. This nigga Al Nuke be watching everything. Don't shut my shit down, bro. I gotta react to the shit. I'm being 100% fair, calling it down the line. And the same way I told you on the phone, I told you shutting this nigga shit down was gonna make him, but you ain't won't hurt me. But now look at this nigga. But I mean, it ain't like he got you down. You're gonna still be you when you wake up tomorrow. I would suggest you go on somebody's YouTube page, promote your YouTube page, and drop content and leave this alone. Don't battle with a YouTuber. It's like having a disagreement with a fucking comedian, man.
Call police on me. Yeah, you right, nigga. I'm calling the police on you. I'm sending your ass back to jail, bitch ass nigga. I'm sick of your shit. Detroit sick of you. I'm sending you back to jail, Dawgface. I got Mook on the other phone, hearing the whole thing. Right? I'm like, what? I'm on FaceTime with Mook too. Right? She looking at me like, nigga, she didn't drop their clippers. No, not the gangster, not the Coney Gardens legend. No, not him. Oh, not that nigga. For real? Let me tell you something, bro. You was a bitch. I'll arrest you niggas some hoes who fuck with you too. And I don't give a fuck what those niggas do or say. All little shit. Oh, that was a tranny. That's Caprice Classic, bro. Know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to stop her from filing a lawsuit against you because you took a picture of her and you took her image and her likeness and you told the whole world, embarrassing her and her kids and her family and her mom seeing you call her a transgender. That's defamation all day.
Yeah, I can't cut that picture in. Y'all see me? Nah, I'm handling other business in other areas and shit. Now, I seen that picture because Al Nuke sent it to me. I didn't know there was Caprice at first, but like I told you early in the video, some of the women that I used to mash back in the day, some of them got a little shadow here and there. They still them, and I know they was born with a pussy. I know that for a fact. I know they, and that ain't me imitate them blowing. I know they pussy naturally creates bodily secretions. I know it's a real authentic vagina. You know what I'm saying? I've seen colored trash in a bathroom trash can. I'm telling you, it's a real situation going on over there. That was deep to call a real woman a transgender because she's growing a mustache. I mean, no, she went. Let me rephrase it. Caprice didn't have a mustache. She had that shadow down here, and it looked a little dark around here, which we don't know if that was lighting or she really going facial hair. But she got a husband and kids. I think she got a couple sons too. Niggas ain't gonna be feeling that, bro. But then at the same time, Al Nuke is the city's. He's not the city son like me, because I would have I wouldn't have called her a transgender if I knew she was or not. I'd have made a different joke. I'd have made a joke about the beard. But just like the Biggie case, which y'all, everybody be talking about my investigations and shit, but people look past all my other. That's the fucked up thing about YouTube. People look past all my other investigations to go past to the one they do or don't like. Now I did investigate the transgenders from the Biggie videos. You know what I'm saying? But you know, whatever.
I'm trying to stop her from filing a defamation lawsuit because now you're Al Nuke. Don't forget, you're a legend. You know all over the world. So when Al Nuke put a picture of her on his page saying she's a transgender and her kids got to like see it, her mama got to see it, all her friends in her workplace see it because it's all over Instagram, YouTube now. That's defamation all day, Playboy. But you tricked me into something. You make posts about me, block me, so I can't see what you say, run back to your pages, all three of your fake pages, and tell them, oh, he ain't responding. Y'all see, I'm right. He ain't responding. They don't know I'm blocked, though. And then, oh, his shit disappeared. That's some FBI shit. My shit get took down. You're bragging about doing it, and I'm the FBI. Oh, you see, he disappeared. He got rid of his paper. He got rid of his shit. This nigga think, Detroit, this nigga think y'all stupid as a motherfucker.
Now, I ain't gonna say nothing about that. But I ain't gonna say nothing about that. See? I love the mothers of my kids. One of them right now is setting nosy bitch, but she's setting up my YouTube store. So we gonna get. I wanted to make the shirts myself and sell them to you at a great price. But what it looks like is I have to allow someone else to make my product. So you may not be able to get Nita Beater's lotion on my YouTube page. You may not be able to get my shirts made directly by me on my YouTube. Well, actually, I lied. I was about to lie. I was about to cap. The shirts would have been made by the mothers of one of my kids. You know, they all got their own equipment and they all got the, you know, shit. So anyway, we're gonna make them third party, or that's how I gotta go down. And I'm gonna have the illest expressions on the shirts. You're gonna have to have your nuts strapped on or your coochie tight to wear these shirts. That's a fact.
See, he ain't responding. See, he disappeared. How his shit disappeared? Who knows? How his shit disappeared? Who has the power to make their own shit disappear?
Nah, doggy, that ain't what they were saying. Niggas thought you had them blocked. Niggas, it was made it look like you went into hiding. This nigga head shining like a mother. When a bald head man who got that 5 o'clock shadow on his head, when he go get his head shaved after 5 o'clock, you in trouble. This video is clearly made after 5 o'clock, and that nigga clearly, you know, you in trouble.
But then he on his page bragging about
and then I got to make jokes on Dawgface too. This nigga was bald head in his prison photos when he went to jail back in the 90s. I wouldn't fuck with no nigga that's been bald since he was a 20-year-old. I leave that nigga alone. He got a lot of reasons to fucking be upset. That's just my opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? But don't listen to me. I like fucking fat bitches. You know, the pretty toes. Don't listen to me. Don't.
He took it down. He telling people, report it. Oh, he took his page down. Where you go, Detroit? I guess that's Detroit behavior. That's Detroit, born and raised behavior.
Nah. I couldn't get in this nigga inbox. Me and him, if this nigga Al Nuke don't shoot the fade with him, me and him got to at least have a conversation, because this is not fucking Detroit born behavior. This is not born and bred Detroit behavior. I'm fucking born and bred Detroit. I would never snitch on nobody. Never, ever, never. And Dawgface is doing some real. He YouTube banging on me. He's YouTube banging on me because he know goddamn well I'm gonna say something about Detroit being born and bred and snitch. He fucking know that shit. So he banging on me. Even though he got a beef with Al Nuke, he fucking banging on me and he banging on a couple other Detroit YouTubers. But fuck them. I'm taking it personal right now. I gotta get down where I'm mad at. Should I type this nigga? Should I type him? Get my gun? I don't know, but I'm gonna get this nigga. I'm gonna get this nigga because we in the YouTube streets. He done hit me with the Shay Davis. Pew pew. Shay Davis me real quick. No, that ain't no. And I fucking told Al Nuke how this shit going to YouTube street. I told Al Nuke, motherfuckers gonna say you snitches, and they gonna say we are some snitches. Al Nuke ain't want to listen to me, man. OGs don't never listen to the little homie until shit all bad. That's what fucked up the dope game. But then at the same time, some of these little homies didn't deserve to be involved anyway because they was squatting, they was running off with bags, they was doing all kind of shit because they was raised by their mama and didn't have no moral man respect. That's a fact. So it's both sides.
Nigga suck my motherfucking dick, nigga. Period, nigga. Any nigga who agree with this flaw ass, fuck ass shit, y'all suck my dick. And when you see me, don't act like you don't see me. That's what Big Flag used to say. Big Flag say, Big Flag, ask him, do he know me, pussy ass nigga? He home. Fuck is you talking about? Ask the boys, because the Brewsters.
Okay. Now he just brought up the Brewsters. And that's where shit with Juan-o gets a little funny because my family hails from the Jeffries Projects. Now, the Jeffries Projects is the West Side Projects that's downtown before you cross the road. Where the Brewster Project are the East Side Projects. That's where Diana Ross and a couple of people are from, just across Woodward. Now, what up, though? All right, I'm about to do it now. So, when motherfuckers get to bringing up the Brewster Projects, which was one of the first ones that was torn down here, and you talking about people that you can't just say the Brewster Projects and drop a name and your shit not be accurate. You can't do that. I know it seemed like, yeah, you could just do that and this, that, but no, you cannot. You cannot. Everybody knows I'm Colette's son and Prince's nephew. Everybody knows that shit from the projects. Everybody, not just from the projects, but the project people let everybody know. And as I make accomplishments, they make sure motherfuckers know that's PE nephew. That's Colette's boy. That's the first child out that generation we didn't abort. And all of us came together to raise. The whole city know that. Because everybody else, all them other kids that was born, all them other kids that was created before me, niggas got aborted. ABT'd out of here, nigga. Control or delete, nigga. Out of here. And that's why I got, even though we didn't have no money and shit like that, that's why I got so much love. That's why a lot of this shit don't make no sense to me. That's who I am. I'm built on that love.
The digs, they're the same thing. Ask them boys in the digs, do they know me, nigga? Not from right now, from in the 80s, nigga. You pussy ass nigga. You ain't did no gangster shit in Detroit. All you did was bop around, doing Nuke night and other little weak ass shit. You a red ass nigga. How can I fight against a nigga who doing cyber ratting on a nigga, and then when that ain't enough, I'm gonna call the police. Then the nigga took my address. Oh, I got all three of your addresses. I own 3 homes in Georgia. 3. Move my whole family down there. I bought 3. That was almost $2 million. Not renting, like you doing, pussy. Own them. Pussy. Own them.
Hey, as a man that's able to move his family, and that shit mean a lot. You know, right now with Junior trying to play football, it seemed like I might need to move into a different zip code or whatever for high school. But then his ass getting so much trouble, I need to be in a neighborhood in a zip code where I can put a. I just almost snitched on myself. I love my son. I really wish he would just be a good kid and listen to his dad. But if he's a bad kid that don't listen to his dad, I'm still his dad. Oh shit. It's my fault. Ain't it? It's my fault. It's my fault. Okay, it's my fault. It's my fault. Let's get some more drink. It's my fault.
Pussy.
It's my fault.
Oh, he's running low on money. I'm running low on what? Let me tell you something, bro. Oh, he had a Capital One credit card. He had Capital One. A Capital One credit card 2019. Nigga, somebody stole the credit card from me, used it. Capital One didn't want to take the charges off. So I said, I ain't paying them motherfucker. Get the bitch off my credit. I don't care. Watch this. Hold on. This nigga talking about Capital One credit cards. This nigga talking about I can't even get this. Nigga, this nigga talking about American Express, Wells Fargo. Penn Fed the gold one, American Express, my name on it, so we on the same page. Not my wife's name, right? American Express, Penn, Wells Fargo, that autograph, nigga, right? Discover, Capital.
Man, you got a wallet that look like an old man's wallet. Nigga, you got to put that bitch in your suit jacket. Don't nobody give a fuck it's $1 million in that motherfucker. You from Michigan. You better be a blue collar millionaire, nigga. Anyway, we getting off this shit. These niggas talking about how much money they got. That's why I tell y'all I be wondering about these Detroit stories, because everybody's a murderer and everybody got at least $1 million that they can touch already. Like, Detroit is different from some of these other places, baby. That's all I can tell you. Al Nuke should not have fucked with Dawgface's YouTube page. He shouldn't have fucked with his Instagram. He flat the fuck out should not have. And I don't know if Al Nuke knew what he was doing when he did that shit. I don't think he understood the power of YouTube. And then, more importantly, when it comes down to Dawgface, I don't think people understand him being an old nigga that reached across that line. He's he's second generation drug dealer. So that's 84, or what's that, 80, 85 to fucking, 90. He fuck with all these niggas that was born in 2000. They all know him. They all fuck with him. He's extended itself to all of them. That's different. And what y'all don't understand is when he's speaking about some of these older niggas, especially when they're in Detroit, he's 100% defending some of these young niggas. Now, I'm not one of the young niggas. I'm not one of the young niggas with the benefit of being defended by Dawgface. I'm not. I'm actually the oldest of the young niggas, and I can't say I need Dawgface defense. But I also know what these young niggas got to say about him. I know how they feel about him. I know what he represents to them. And as far as all the OGs from the rap game, or that's been rapping around this bitch, everybody got a role to play. Everybody got a position to fill. And when these young niggas need a buffer, they need a hard nose in front of them. A train is shaped a certain way in the beginning to get through the bullshit and to be aerodynamic. When these young Thundercats need some aerodynamics in front of them, they fucking with Dawgface. What else can I tell you? Whether I agree or not, what I think about that is fucking irrelevant. What I do know is the young niggas that support me or whatever, for them to get in a position to support me, there's riding with that nigga. That's what I do know. And they don't care if I agree with him or not. But to trying to destroy the nigga, I don't think some of these young Thundercats are gonna be cool with it. Now these young Thundercats ain't cool with any of y'all being destroyed. They would much rather y'all just get along and everybody play their part. Or shoot the fade and reorganize who gets what position. Real simple. Anyway, I'm Juan-o. I had to react to this. Please believe I don't want this ruining my relationships with anybody, but at the same time, I'm media, and that's just what that is. I'm gonna always call it straight down the line, like 6 o'clock. I told Al Nuke this was gonna happen, but what I didn't realize is I also told Al Nuke that he was gonna make Dawgface bigger than what he was. But what I didn't realize is once you step over into this realm of being a YouTuber and you got 50 and 60,000 people that fuck with you every day, that listen to you for an hour or two while they at work to help them get through the day, somebody fucking with you is something they gonna take personal. It's very different than a song that was streamed on your playlist. It's very different than somebody that acted in the movie. This is somebody making a choice every day to listen to this person for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. And you gonna go fuck with them, bully them, jump on them? Most motherfuckers gonna take that as a personal affront to themselves. And I'm feeling like that's one of the things that's gonna happen with this Dawgface shit. But who am I to judge? I can't tell Al Nuke what to do. I'm baby 6 Mile compared to him. Not to mention, I'm from the west side of 6 Mile. We out. I'm from the city that paid Marvin when he was starving. Act up in Detroit and in your chest I'll be carving. That ain't my